have to change the tracks, and the Brussels train is gonna come very soon, so I'll just stay here.
Planifiez votre voyage sur sncb.be ou l'application SNCB.
Belgium so far looks pretty different, and they have
Nous arrivons à
this
Verviers
big French,
Central.
here. So quite drastic changes, quite fast. That's what traveling in Europe is all about.
Arrivons à Bruxelles-Nord.
We're in Brussels now. I saw a lot of cool things on my way here, but for most of it I didn't have enough time to pull out my phone to film. I left at the wrong station. There's like 3 different train stations here in Brussels. It's a big city, but it's only gonna take me 50 minutes to walk to my hostel, so it's fine. Cool. I recognize this cartoon. Yeah, it's actually Belgian, as far as I remember. I'm at the hostel now, and they actually have an internet cafe here. I already forgot. Okay, let's break down all of the regions I've been to. I know I showed them up earlier, but as I said, it's not fully accurate. This one is the most accurate version I could find on the internet, and they change it every July, so pretty soon. And by being in region, to me it only counts if your feet are touching the ground in that region. So being in transport or being at the airport does not count to me. Okay, so let's see. In New York, I was obviously in New York, and then I was in New Jersey because I had to change trains in Newark. So to me that counts. Obviously I started from Sao Paulo. I spent a lot of time in Florianopolis as well. We stopped at a gas station in Paraná, so that counts as well. And then I was momentarily I was in Minas Gerais, hopped up here for like 1 hour. That's the same area. Nothing here. I was in Istanbul for like 12 hours. When I was flying to Seoul, I had a layover there. This is the region where a lot of my relatives live. That's where I was in. When I looked at it closer, I didn't actually go to this inner region. Arigeia, I think it's called. I don't recall I had been there, so I didn't count it like I did earlier. This time I made sure I was actually in the regions that I marked. Is Korea? Like even for Korea, like when I was actually looking at it, I didn't even realize how few regions I've been to, how many regions I had not been to yet. So I was in Jeju for like a weekend. These two, that was the Daegu block, Daegu Miryang. And on up top there is Seoul and the surrounding areas where I was lived, and then this one right here is Gosong, where, for instance, I spent a lot of time there actually because I did the vlog there in what was it called, Gangdong, and then I filmed the DMZ video there, obviously. So that's South Korea. Nothing here. Nothing here. Like this is Uganda. Look how many regions Uganda has. It's crazy. And here, I had been to Moscow for like a couple days when I was very young, in like 2009. Let's see what else. Okay, so this is Europe. So as you guys saw from my earlier video, I was in Spain for a few days, for like 5 days. I was in Madrid and Barcelona, so these are the regions. And then I was in Milan for a few days as well before I fly to New York. Okay, and this is the Western Europe. This is my current situation, right? So I started from this region, Lower Saxony, then I moved to this other one. Yesterday I arrived to Wallonia and Brussels, where I'm right now, and today I will make it to Hauts-de-France, which will be my first region in France. Even though I hadn't been there yet, I still decided to mark it because I will be there today, no doubt about it. And this is Nordic countries. So I've been to all of these regions in Finland, especially except the Lapland, this one and that one. I don't recall being those ones. And actually, like before 2022, I had not actually been to many places in Finland at all. But due to my last 2 jobs that I had a lot of traveling. I got to see a lot of new places, new cities and regions. I had been to Åland Islands like 10 years ago. And actually when I was very, very young, I hardly even remember it, I was actually in Stockholm. So technically, Stockholm wasn't my first travel in like Europe outside of my own country, but the first one that I actually like remember is Italy, Milan. I think that's it. And when you count them together, you get 39 according to that map. 2022 July version, which will update in July. But according to that map, there is 3,975 regions, first level administrative divisions in the world, and I had been to 39 of them, including the French one. So soon I'm gonna get 1%. Also, you may wonder, why does Netherlands have only one region? So it has a lot of regions inside Netherlands, right? Like Holland, West Frisia. There's a lot of different regions with their own differences and own culture kind of, but the truth is they're actually second level administrative divisions, because Netherlands itself, the European part, is its own first level administrative division. the other first level administrative divisions besides the Netherlands, the mainland Netherlands, are some overseas territories like Curacao, Aruba, something like that. Alright, I had to do some editing, but now I'm ready to head out again. So I decided I'm gonna go to the North Station. So I was meant to stop at the Southern Station, but I left at the Central Station. But now I'm gonna go to the Northern Station, which is like a 30-minute walk away. All I have to do is walk this way forward, and the laundromat is also gonna be right on the way. And then we're gonna head to France. I went to get something to eat last night with some Bengali guy who was in the same room. He recognized Fernando Torres from my shirt. And we ended up talking about football for quite a long time. There was also an instance with this cap. It's a cap of a MILB team, which is like MLB but the minor leagues. It's kind of like the minor league of NBA. I don't know, I don't remember what it was called. Basically it's a MILB team of New York Mets, and it's based in Florida. And in Barcelona, two New Yorkers came up to me and they thought I was from New York because I had the cap on, and they were surprised that I was from Europe. If you win this outside of Europe, I would say this one thing: a lot of us Europeans like to wear American merchandise without actually knowing anything about them. Like, we just think it's cool. I guess it's kind of like wearing a Nirvana shirt. You don't even know a single Nirvana song. Okay, I actually know quite a lot about American sports. I used to play American football, but you could find me wearing like two different teams on the same outfit. So I mean, it's just a fashion thing, and I wanted something unique, something you just couldn't buy from a store, like the New York Yankees, Dodgers, that kind of stuff. So I ordered it online. Okay, I'm done here. That looks pretty cool. Too bad it's under renovation. Looks pretty cool. I did some Googling around, and the biggest difference between Dutch and Flemish is actually the accent. Like, Flemish has more of a French accent to it than Dutch, which I guess has more of an English sound to it. So from this point on, I'm just gonna refer to Flemish as Dutch. I want to say that I don't think the difference between Belgium and France will be too big, because everybody here speaks French. I've seen almost no Dutch written here except over there, but very rarely actually. Almost everything is written in French. Alright, there's the North Station. So as far as I know, I have to take a train to Lille, which is a big northern city in France, and then like a couple more local trains to get to the closest station, which is Noyon. Okay, so the station I left at yesterday was the one I have to be on right now to go to France. But that's fine, it's a 10-minute train ride. Just gotta find the train now that goes to the southern station or the central station. They call it both ways. I've heard it can easily be like 3 or 4 weeks, so if it's just 2 weeks, I'll be happy with that. All right, let's see. 13 days. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. Irish. Okay, so this is the itinerary. We're gonna have one transition in Charleroi, and after that we'll head to Saint Quentin, which is like a mid-sized regional city, and from there I have to get one more local train to Noyon, and after that I have to take a local bus to get near the courts. Oh, that's pretty cool. I actually need to charge my phone. Alright, welcome to Charleroi. Now we're deep into Wallonia, where Brussels was kind of an unofficially French-speaking city. Now we're deep into Wallonia, or Walloon, which is the French-speaking part of Belgium. Actually, it's kind of funny when you look at the map. It seems like I'm almost intentionally avoiding Dutch-speaking areas. It's all just construction. I'm gonna take a look at the other side because I still have a little bit of time and see what it's like there.